The Greens have called for work to stop on Gunns pulp mill site, with building permits about to expire and legal action being considered. The mill permits lapse on Wednesday, but the Environment Protection Authority appears to have given the go-ahead for construction to continue.
Doubts about the future of Gunns Tamar Valley pulp mill continue to grow. Building permits for the mill require substantial commencement by Wednesday. Exactly what that means remains unclear, but there are calls for work to stop anyway.
Certainly, once the permits have expired, I think work should stop until the legality has been tested.
The risk is that if the permits have lapsed, Gunns' work would then be unlawful. In my view, the rule of law demands that the EPA enforce the Act and not allow unlawful work to continue on site after Wednesday.
But it's been reported that the head of the Environment Protection Authority will allow works to continue, saying the permits won't lapse unless there's a court ruling. Not everyone is convinced.
I can understand why no bureaucrat would want to be the person advising Gunns if their permit has lapsed. But the rule of law demands that the appropriate authority, the EPA, enforce the law.
Gunns this week announced contracts for earthworks at the site. Mr Baxter believes the company hasn't substantially commenced works.
The definition of project includes construction and operation of the pulp mill and all the ancillary infrastructure required for that pulp mill to operate.
The Greens and other environment groups are seeking legal advice.
We're waiting for our legal advice on this issue, and it's taking a little bit longer than we expected, simply because the Pulp Mill Assessment Act and the associated permits was such a dog's breakfast, so complicated and so internally contradictory.
The state government's ruled out intervention.
The EPA is an independent regulator. That independence also excludes any kind of ministerial call-in power, so that they can stand alone on the basis of the regulation.
Any legal action would be a further blow for Gunns, which this week announced a $355 million annual loss and remains in a trading halt. Tamar Valley, ABC News.